Oh, we're on the Rad Dudecast.
Wasn't that?
No, I introduced the podcast.
What?
Welcome to episode. What was that?
That's my new one. When they come to the shows, they can do that instead of barking like Anthony. They go lapa 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 lopa lopa lapa. How fun would that be?
Welcome to episode. Are you going to bark, Anthony?
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 126.
Are you going to do the lapa lapa?
Lapa 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 lopa lopa lapa. What? We got.
You know what? I'll say this.
Uh-huh.
I think I like the headphones.
It's the best.
This is pretty good.
Lapa 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 lopa lopa lapa loping lap. That's my new sound, Bree dog.
I won't participate in this podcast. I had several things planned, and all of a sudden I'm being hit with a soundboard, a lack of participation from the other two co-hosts. If
Greg
you could even,
should pick it up.
if you could even call them that. What's the opposite of a co-host? Really?
Girls
just-
only want boyfriends who have great skills.
I got this thing going now.
What?
A stucco.
I wonder if anyone.
The
I never
opposite of a
tested.
co-host is a stucco.
Wait, we have to pause. I have to test it. We never tested to make sure this is recording.
What?
What?
This is a girl.
We're gonna have to delete a whole nother episode.
We're gonna pause.
No, that's to do on your own time. That's to do on your own time. If
Right,
you
Brendan?
insist upon this soundboard idea,
Yeah.
which I will say was great the first time when we did the morning radio show and had to
Yeah.
cancel the episode because none of it recorded.
I'm pretty sure this is recording. It's in our headphones. I hear it through this, right?
We
Right.
certainly heard the other one in our headphones.
But I think that I had my headphones plugged into that other box.
No, we all heard it, but it wasn't somehow going into the.
You would hear it because you're getting out of this box. I now hear it coming through the Zune, which is all recording.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
that's my confidence booster for the
Okay.
day.
Adds up to me.
That's all I need. Now,
Yep.
let me. If I am trying to take care of some business here,
Take care of the business.
and if I hear one sound effect
Okay.
from a soundboard,
Can I just get it out of my system now?
fine, get it out of your system. But if I should hear one once I
from
begin,
from a soundboard.
or you,
Okay.
if I should hear
Okay.
anything from a
Uh-huh.
soundboard or Anthony,
And?
I'm going to be furious. No, I know you're going to do.
But
You dipshit. That's fucking disgusting.
Stifler, man. He's here with us now.
Oh.
Great.
Stifler.
Just so there's no confusion.
I've always been a Stifler
Santa Orange
fan.
brought us some heterosexual entertainment.
Hilarious. Stifler's the best.
Yeah, try the pale ale. That always made me laugh.
All right. That's good. We're good. I'm good. Bring us in, Brendan, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Brendan.
This is unlistenable. This is not entertainment. This is a cacophony of garbage.
Great word.
And I won't be a part of it. Now, this is episode 126 of the world's worst podcast. Who, if you think this is worth listening to, you are an idiot.
Well, you're certainly
My name,
alienating.
of course, is Brendan Eyre.
I'm a really smart lady.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you. Why would you say
Funny,
that?
though.
Because it's Judge Judy.
And
No.
you're not a lady.
That's the gag.
That's the fun part.
That's the
No.
gag.
Some things I need to promo. I'll leave yourselves to promote your own show.
Oh, yeah, I got a text.
Because you won't participate. But for me, it's a very important. I have a very important show coming up, February 7th.
February 7th.
I'll be headlining Caroline's on Broadway here in New York City.
On Broadway.
No one speak. No one else speak.
Okay, let him get through this.
I need to sell some tickets to this show. Okay, it's February 7th. That's a Tuesday at 7:30. You can go on the Caroline's website and you can search for that show. And then the promo code is Brendan, BRENDAN. You get tickets at a deep discount. Please come out to that show. It would mean a lot to me. Now, Greg and Anthony have some shows this
All right.
weekend. I will do nothing to aid them.
May I promote this?
Yeah, you, and then I've got mine to promote.
Okay. Hi, Greg. This is Dario. Just touching base. I have you at Anthony.
I'm Stifler.
He doesn't say that
See,
in the movie.
it's not
I didn't,
nice.
and I didn't interrupt.
Yeah.
Mine went along with. Yours was intrusive.
You're a very smart lady. See, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Stifler.
that's not an
what's the
actual
thing
soundboard.
Stifler says in the movie? And he goes, "Dude, you fucked my mom."
And I let you do your plug.
I know. I'm going to let you do your plug.
May I do my plug?
Yeah.
Which interesting methodology of plugging this? Just reading a text message from a private man.
Yeah. Hi, Greg. This is Dario. Just touching base. I have you and Anthony at Europa in Ludlow, Mass. Friday.
Okay.
Ludlow, Mass.
Great.
Friday.
Okay.
Europa.
Okay.
All right. And then East Longmeadow Sunday night.
Oh, good.
Both shows are doing well on tickets. Bentley is almost sold out. Thank you so much. I don't know what Bentley is. I think that's Saturday. I don't know what that is.
Great. That sounds great. And then I've got a show. I have February 7th.
Yeah?
I've got a show.
Where?
I'm playing a Suds Hall.
It's the same day Brendan's performing.
It's unfortunate, but that's what's happening. So
You know what that
you're
makes you?
Going to have to make a choice. I'm playing a Suds Hall in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
No.
If you don't know a Suds Hall, it's a large warehouse full of washers and dryers. And I'm playing a Suds Hall in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
No. Come on, man. I don't like where this is going, Anthony.
He's
Considering the fact
going to
that
bathroom.
you weren't a great father.
Is that Judy?
Yes, Judge Judy. We got to get Brendan back in here.
Okay. All right. So now,
All right, we got to get this
let's
podcast
try
going.
to get it going.
All right, everyone, seriously,
All
he
right.
did break the microphone though.
Oh no!
He smashed it over his head.
All right, we'll get it going for real.
all right,
Brendan.
Brendan. I think he's mad for real.
Well, then we'll stop. If you're
We need a serious donkey over here.
serious,
Now,
donkey. Serious donkey.
Listen,
Uh huh.
first of all, they don't know the date.
That's not on purpose. That wasn't on purpose. That was not on purpose. I swear to God, I was opening it as you sat down
Why were you opening it, though?
to have it for the podcast.
Okay, now, a couple items. One, you don't have a show in a Suds Hall.
He doesn't.
The date of my fucking
I
show
don't. All right.
that I need to sell tickets for.
Yeah.
B,
Yes.
your show, your
Yeah.
promo.
Uh-huh.
Could you add some dates on that?
Oh, it's Friday and Saturday and Sunday. This
This
Friday,
coming
Sunday.
Friday and Saturday. So what is
Yes.
that,
Smart
27th, 28th, and 29th?
29th. Yeah.
Okay, so come out to that if you're in the Western Mass area. Greg will tweet it out.
And maybe
All right,
we'll do a
bro.
meet and greet.
Oh, we will.
And then for me, February 7th at Caroline,
Caroline.
7:30. Promo code Brendan. Yes, be there.
Brendan.
Now,
Greg and I will be there.
I will
So
be there.
also,
we'll
if
do a
you-
meet and greet. All three
Yeah.
of us.
We'll
yeah,
do
we'll
a
do
meet
a
and
meet and
greet.
greet.
You meet all the rad
Yes.
dudes.
Yes, and you get greeted by us. Oh, you guys just
Yeah.
changed my whole
Yeah.
attitude around.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You'll meet everybody.
We'll do a meet and greet.
We'll do whatever you want.
We'll do
We'll do a Q&A somewhere else after.
Oh,
All
fun.
three of us. We'll do
Yeah.
a separate,
How
like, you
about
know how
this?
R. Kelly would do after parties?
Yeah.
We'll do after party.
We'll do an after party.
And we'll do Q&A.
Where should we do the after party?
Do you know I'm in therapy now?
You've
Yeah.
always been in therapy.
No, never.
Really?
I'm in therapy now, and today the guy was saying, "What makes you so angry?" And I
Yeah.
said, "Listen, I'm sitting here looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this sounds crazy."
Mm.
I said, "I can't think of a single thing that does not make me angry
Yeah, I get that.
in the whole world.
Uh-huh.
Everything."
Everything.
And
Really?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know something that would make you angry.
What's that?
I don't want to do it, but I want to do it.
So every single thing makes you angry.
Yes,
Huh.
but also sad.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Does anything make you happy?
Yeah,
That's
makes you
what he
happy?
asked, and I said, I don't think I know what happiness is.
Oh, my.
That's what he asked. I asked the same thing. So, maybe I should be making some money off my questions.
You should. I don't know if your attention span is quite there. You do ask good questions.
Quite there. Quite there. Quite there.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near.
No, not
If-
anywhere near.
If where you need to be is the catcher's mitt, this guy's hitting hot dog stands in left field with a pitch.
That would be a horrible pitch.
Yeah. So
know.
then he would be a horrible therapist.
I like a guy. You know what's a fun kind of cheating?
What?
That you don't like steroids, all that shit, fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
paying another team to take a dive, bad.
Yeah,
Point
no
shaving,
bullshit.
bad.
Paying
But
a
what's-
teen.
But what's fun is spitballs.
Hitting someone with spitballs?
What's that?
Hitting someone with a spitball?
No, so in baseball,
Yeah.
you can get.
Oh, I see what
You
you
can
mean.
get additional.
Go ahead, Brendan.
You can. You can get additional spin and curve and cut on the ball using various little. They call them spitballs, but you're not really using spit. You're using Vaseline or grease. You hide it under your hat.
I love that.
Or you hide it on your chest.
Yeah.
Like Gaylord Perry, which
I had a Gaylord.
I know.
one.
I did that on purpose to fuck you. He would put it on his chest, and then he'd pretend he was putting his necklaces back under his jersey.
What's that noise?
Anthony was rubbing his beard with the microphone.
I like the way it sounded.
Sometimes guys use a little piece of sand.
That was for him.
Who's that?
That's Dr. Evil.
What is he saying?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A.
He's telling you to.
Zip it. Zip. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A.
Hilarious.
Very funny.
Anthony, say something. Did you... This is great. This is how he handles it.
Some people do a cum ball.
A cum ball.
No one does a cum ball.
I've been rubbing cum balls up in the shower when it gets a little hard, and you throw it at the bottom. You ever did that?
Yeah, some pitchers, every time they'll turn, when the cameras aren't looking, they kind of play with themselves a little bit. And then eventually they build enough juice up to get cum going. And then they rub that on the ball. It makes it sticky.
So, all right, no more with the soundboard.
Did you just gloss over Greg saying, when your cum gets hard in the shower? What was that? What do you mean hard?
Your cum doesn't get hard?
No.
As soon as my cum touches water, it becomes glass hard. And then you have only moments to manipulate it. And that's when I make my sculptures and I make my little things. And then I send them into the river for the people to have.
What do you make?
Well, I made a little frog man.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I put it in and I roll it up and I bring them to the Astoria River and I whip them out into the ocean.
I'm going to do a new thing. Human soundboard. I'll do it.
Okay.
Brendan already tried that.
Oh.
And it was better than anything you can do.
True. What are you guys going to have for dinner tonight, would you say?
Well, I think we're going to movies.
What time?
Oh, we asked you. You said I don't know what you said.
I won't come, no, because that'll make me hungry for McDonald's. You're going to see The Founder?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I want to see The Founder.
It's going to make me hungry for Michael Keaton.
You should see what to buy movies.
Tom?
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that Tom?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy?
Come on in, Tom.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Brendan, you got to get out of here. Sit down. Give the microphone to Tom.
You might have seen me in such films as Bronson
Oh, great.
and Mad Max Fury Road.
I always forget you were in Mad Max Fury Road. I'm glad you brought it up.
You were great in that.
I don't quite understand how you forgot that, being as I was Mad Max.
Yeah, I see that now. I thought it was Mel Gibson.
No,
I
that
just
was
did that.
the old one.
I know that now,
No.
but at the time.
No.
No?
Also me.
You were also them.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Well, I learned acting from the best.
The Jimmy Smith style.
Jimmy
I know the Jimmy Smith style.
Jimmy Smith School of Acting, which, by the way, if you guys don't know Smiths, I ran into him last week. He personally invented, with the help of no one helped him at all to think of this. He told me he's got this idea for these smelling sticks, and when someone farts, he puts cologne on a Q-tip and you rub it under your nose. He invented them all along.
No.
I would beg to differ.
Turning Anthony's microphone down.
I did that. I invented the smell stick.
Yeah, I know you did.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me Tom Hardy,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy Smits, my acting coach, also a squirrel,
Yeah.
is lying to me about this Jimmy Smits.
He's probably
Well-
acting. It's not lying. It's
Yeah.
acting. He's acting you. He's acting you this.
Yeah. He acted to his wife
Yes.
where he was last night.
He is
Yes.
the world's best actor. I'm the world's second best actor. Third best actor, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
That guy
good.
had a runaway role in G-Force.
You kidding me? It made his career.
I like G-Force.
I loved G-Force.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
What are you working on now, Tomo?
Yeah.
Just really, I put acting to the side for a second.
Yeah?
Well, I do have a TV show coming out, but I don't really know much about it.
Tom Hardy with us, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, it's
from
me.
Fury Road.
Fury Road. and
Follow him on Twitter at Tom Hardy _.
Bronson.
Bronson,
Of course.
great movie.
Of course, I played Bane
Of course.
Yeah.
in Batman. Batman Returns. Welcome to Batman. Batman's friends.
I didn't see Welcome to Batman.
Batman's
Welcome
friends.
to Batman was one of the greats.
Which one was that?
Go through the plot of that a little bit.
Well, so it starts out. No, I'm Bane.
You're
At this-
Bane.
At this point, I'm a young Bane, but I'm older than the Bane in the movie. So
Well, that's what I don't know what that means. Well, I guess I'll figure it out.
me and Batman, Christian Bale, we're in a bordello. His name is in Las Vegas, and we get a couple of 7-9 hookers,
7-9 hookers.
7 or 9 of them. We get some.
Oh, I
hookers,
thought.
and, and we're just fucking them. And we're just
You and Batman?
Christian Bale. So I thought he was Batman. There were no cameras.
It's just about
Wait.
you and Bale getting up. Yeah. Go ahead.
So wait, this is just a story that happened to you outside of a movie, and you call it Welcome to Batman.
Yeah, it's one of the best movies in the Batman.
So you title all your stories, and you call them movies.
Welcome to Batman.
It's one of the best movies I've ever been a part of. Now we did it. We shot another film called Batman Overdoses on Speedballs.
Oh,
This
okay.
was
Speedballs.
fantastic. This was a fantastic film that I was a part of, directed, of course, by the one and only J.J. Abrahamson.
Abrahamson.
Abrahamson. Okay.
Well, that's what a lot of people don't know. J.J. Abrams is the son of the world's greatest director, J.J. Abrahamson.
Sure.
Okay.
What are you working? So what do you?
Pinball.
Just a bunch of pinball.
Yeah, my true passion. While I am the world's second greatest actor, behind Jimmy Smits, my true passion is I'm a pinball wizard.
I've read this. I've read this on countless magazines. Pinball magazine, Pinball for Friends.
Pinball for Friends. Welcome to Pinball Magazine.
Welcome to Pinball magazine. I've read this. It says it's all the rage. It says you're taking over now.
Well, I wouldn't call it taking over. I'm 12th ranked worldwide by the PABA, 12th ranked world pinball player, but I'm moving up the ranks. There's this kid out of Chicago. He's fantastic.
What's his name?
Kevin Riley.
Kevin Riley.
Oh,
He's a great
maybe
pinball
we'll
man.
be lucky enough to have him on later.
Yeah, he's moving up the ranks quickly. He took me down the best 2 out of 3 on Lord of the Rings pinball.
That's a. Is that like they do movie ones there?
Oh, they've got every pinball. That's what I love about it. Now, I thought I would get the Two Towers multi-ball going. But he beat me to the punch, and he put up a fantastic score. 794 million. Now, if that's not something you listeners can take to the bank.
What's a high score? What's like a normal person high score?
On what game?
The one you just said.
Lord of the Rings pinball?
Yeah.
794 is very high.
And this guy got 9 million.
No, this guy got 794 million. Now, an average score
Pretty
on that
good.
particular,
It's a long time to play.
he was playing for 37 hours.
Wow.
Whoa.
He
That's
died.
huge.
He died.
He is dead, so
Yeah.
we can't get him on.
And you can catch that in theaters this August. Bane plays pinball with Kevin.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So
You're crazy!
Yeah.
let me ask you this, Tom.
Kramer.
Now you're playing Lord of the Rings themed pinball game. You weren't in Lord of the Rings.
No, I didn't do that. I don't. Sometimes commercials come up. That's what that is.
You owe me no apologies. I enjoyed it.
He's very.
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest, he's very intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of what he might do.
Right. So you're playing Lord of the Rings pinball. You're not in the movie.
What
Does
movie?
that bother you?
What movie?
The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
No, not at all, because
Does that affect your playing? You know you're playing.
I don't care for... I like all races of people, really. I do. As Tom Hardy has never be said to discriminate. I do not care for hobbits.
Sure.
Oh yeah, all
They're
right.
dirty people.
I have a
and,
follow-up question.
I build that wall.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Build that wall.
Hobbits. You hate hobbits. Build the wall against the hobbits.
Yes.
Don't let them into the country.
Hobbit Town.
Hobbit Town.
Build the wall around Hobbit Town, and then what we'll do is we'll slowly move in with flamethrower. Do you know? Did you see me in Saving Private Ryan?
Were you in that?
You were in that?
Believe so. I played one of the guys with a flamethrower. They let me keep that flamethrower. What we'll do is we'll build the wall around Hobbiton in the Shire.
The Shire.
They're always in the Shire.
The Shire.
Like
Sure.
a dirty fucking
What's your
hobbit.
beef?
No,
with
I have a question.
Okay.
So, you back off. Wait, or does that question have to do with that?
Go ahead.
My question is, would you rather have a highest score in a movie you were in or not be in the movie? Would you rather be like the greatest?
Yeah.
You know, would you rather have the highest score in the Stargate movie, or would you have rather have been in Stargate?
Right.
I've done over
Boing.
250,000 interviews.
Uh-huh.
This was the first question I've ever been asked that was worthy of Tom Hardy.
That's what I'm saying, because I interrupted
Yeah.
him before. That's how big.
That's
I
great.
Know.
This was a wonderful question. Now, say it one more time because I forgot.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens,
It's
and
so
maybe
good.
it should be frowned upon.
You get so...
If you get so wrapped up in something that you forget the original intent
no,
of something.
that's not a thing that's good, Tom. I'm sorry, Tom. I believe that I'm accepting your answer for this, but don't allow him to...
But that just happened to Tom Hardy, so maybe it happens to the best of us.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're not paying attention because you're thinking of things that are better to do.
However you arrive there, you get there.
Would you rather be in a movie like Stargate, or would you rather have the highest score of the Stargate pinball machine?
Ooh,
Oh, this is a wonderful question.
that's a good question.
Well,
Yeah, it's a great question.
it's a hard question for me to answer, as I was in Stargate, as well as do have the world's highest score.
You have both?
of Stargate pinball. Yeah.
Man,
Now, another thing that I should mention:
Mm-hmm.
I am blind as well as deaf.
huh?
No, how's that possible? Really?
Yes, I cannot see, I cannot hear.
So this is all coming through on smell.
Yes, I have a very highly attuned sense of smell, and many people don't. Many blind people aren't able to use this skill, or deaf people, because they don't try hard enough. But I've learned to smell minute changes in the airwaves.
I've always wondered, I've brought this up to you before, maybe you can test this theory. I wondered about taste. If you taste and smell something, right? If I was to fart in a sequential order, would you be able to smell a beat?
Easily.
Is that what you...
Oh, I see.
That's how I listen to music. I have a guy that comes to my house, and all he does, he eats beans all day long. Then he puts on headphones, listens to whatever CD I select, and he farts that music to me.
That's... I thought that'd be... That's why I was trying to market something like this, where it'd be like a concentrated smell, and then I shoot it at you, but in a sequential order, and then you can smell a song.
But it must be farts.
Must be
I've
farts.
tried it with every other
Really?
obtainable smell. I tried to listen to flower music. You just can't get that same beat.
Okay, so what kind of music do you like? Well, you said it's only farts. So
Oh yeah, I can't tell a note from anything. I can't hear the music. I just love to smell farts in my face.
How are you hearing us right now?
Through, I can taste the air, and in the air is you've caused these minute vibrations into the air.
Wow.
And I hear your voices, but to me, they could just as well be farts.
It could be.
So were
My
you
breath is pretty bad. Yeah.
blind and deaf your whole life, or is it a new thing?
No, it's relatively new. It's only been the last 2 to 3 centuries.
Oh,
Okay.
we tend to have these people on our show. Long-time livers.
Yep. Couple.
Although, how long is a century? Because it could only be 10 years.
That's a decade.
What is it?
Century's
A century's a
100
decade?
years. Yeah.
Oh, you guys use 100-year centuries?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I've only been deaf and blind for...
Well, that's a thing that I don't understand is happening.
I've only been...
Somehow that's happening.
I don't know how that's hooked in.
Who's calling?
My brother.
Was that a fart I just heard?
Wait a minute.
What?
If someone calls my phone, it goes to my computer, which means we can answer phones through the computer.
Yeah.
Then we can have people on the podcast through the phone.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't want to, but
Every time my mom calls, it comes up on my iPad.
I don't know how to do that. How to turn that off.
Me neither. I just kind of go with it, and I shut all my equipments down.
Do you want to talk to my brother?
Nah, I'm gonna go.
Tommy. Well, where are you running off to?
Pinball tourney.
Okay.
that.
You
New
got
game dropped.
got anything to plug?
Yeah, I'll be in the upcoming Indiana Jones Gets Gonorrhea.
Well, that'll be a problem. I mean, a great movie.
Yeah.
Wonderful movie. We already filmed it. We filmed it 2 nights ago in the Valley.
How long was shoot?
I don't really know what's a shoot and what's not a shoot because I can't see or hear cameras, but I was there with Harrison Ford and he contracted gonorrhea.
I like a lot of your movies. How many
Yeah.
movies were you even in?
How many minutes are there in a day?
100?
60.
Then I was in all of them.
Wow.
Name a movie. I'll tell you a story from set.
The French Connection.
Oh, that was a good one. So me and Gene Hackman were sitting there outside a little cafe in Gay Paris, and Gene leans over, and this was at this time I had my sight as well as my hearing, but I was down an arm.
Oh,
man.
Since been replaced. Gene leans over and he goes, "Get a look at this here Chinaman." And
Oh boy.
and that's, you don't call him that, but you don't tell Gene what to call him.
Yeah.
Yo.
And so we took this fella into an alley,
Uh-huh.
and we gave him the old Bangkok 2-step.
What's that?
What's it?
We beat him to death. And Gene took his wallet. Now, this is a funny story about Gene.
Come on.
Here's what's funny about Gene is that the guy has more money than God. He's very rich.
Yeah, of course.
Of
But
course.
He was Superman.
What
Superman.
he does enjoy is robbing from people less well off than him. And I think for me that's very funny. It shows you his human side.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's down to earth.
He
He's
is.
not away from stealing from the
So
poor.
we took this fella. He didn't have a lot of money. He had about at the time they were using gold ducats, and he had about 4 gold ducats. We took that to a whorehouse, and that's when we filmed Gene Hackman fucks underage
Oh boy.
Eastern European, which was box office smash.
I love that
a
a
lot of
movie
people
you-
called it the French Connection 2.
I love that a movie to you is just not. The cameras don't have to be rolling.
Yep.
I don't know if they are.
You just
or
'cause
not.
you
no
don't
one
know, 'cause
tells
you're
me.
Blind.
I don't ask because at this time I could see.
You got a lot of things going on. You know? The blind, the deaf thing, the
Isn't it
smell
funny?
thing.
I don't know.
You hear a phone ringing.
What just happened?
What? I don't understand.
This guy's unplugging everything. He's just.
This soundboard is a nightmare. I had to just rip the wires out.
I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite films.
Was it just going off?
Favorite film is the soundboard
Yo,
breaking.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
one of your favorite films.
Because my computer is slow, so by the time something boots up, sometimes there's commercials on that website, and then they just play through the podcast.
That's what the movie's called.
Yeah, what?
When my computer is slow, sometimes it just boots up. The movie's play.
Any upcoming projects?
Sure.
Well, we already asked that.
Well, I've got the big pinball thing. Not only that, I'm hoping to sort of spread the word out about my charity.
I'd like to ask you a question. Oh, your charity?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your charity.
Well, it's a thing. It's often blind, deaf children aren't exposed to music.
Blind deaf children? Of course not.
So I have a guy.
Uh-huh.
He farts in their faces. Now,
Uh-huh.
it's me.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy, and I charge $4 to $6 million a day. So we're trying to raise money to get that going.
I got a question to ask the group here.
Go
Now,
ahead.
If you were, as a man, fart in a child's face
Okay.
for charity, it's looked upon as great. You're doing things for people. But if I were to jerk off and do it, now I'm a piece of shit. When the only thing that's really changing is my own pleasures.
If I could weigh in here,
Of course.
as a man with some experience in this field,
Yes.
I am in 100% agreement with you. You would think
Yes.
it would be looked upon as great. Not always looked upon as great when I fart in these children's faces.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times, charges are pressed, and I do jail time.
That's a problem.
Huge problem.
Because you're helping people, and you're helping yourself.
Here's the thing. Nobody else seems to be able to smell it as music. Only me, but I'm saying we've got to spread this word.
Yes.
We cannot stop trying.
It's new smelling
The
technology.
children need us. They need
Yes.
me to remove my pants and get inches from their nose and release a wet fart. and these kids have never heard reggae music.
But now they can.
Yeah.
Give it to me. They say that's One Love, Bob Marley. Enjoy it. It's yours.
Yes.
I fart in the face. I say, Kashmir,
Uh-huh.
Led Zeppelin. Bet you never thought you'd listen to that.
Uh-huh.
And they say, get this man off my face. He's farting on my face, mama. And I say, Your mother is dead.
Oh,
now
boy.
it's me and you're welcome for this music. Then I fart in their face again, and I say, that was Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And sometimes they like it. They've never liked it yet, but at some point they will like it.
I got another question.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm realizing here. I'm realizing something that I'm going to key you guys in on later. That I've just figured it out. But this is something else. I'm going to invent a shirt
Yeah.
that has you hook up pillows on the shoulder pads for the ladies. So then, and they're removable, so the ladies sleep on you, and they can get a little pillow action.
Yeah, I've never had a girl sleep on my shoulder in
Like
bed.
lay on a movie or lay on you.
On a movie.
In a movie.
That's great.
You know, like movie watching
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
It is not every day that I hear a $1 trillion idea.
Yeah, I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
pretty big.
But
That's
that-
pretty good.
My friend, you got to get on Shark Tank.
Right?
Tell the sharks that you're going to have a bidding war.
Yeah. Padded clothes for women
Padded
pleasure.
clothes for women's pleasure.
Yeah.
Lean on my shoulder. Take a nap.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
And what should I pitch for? Go ahead.
Yeah. Lean on me.
Lean on me.
Yeah, call Lean on me.
Lean on me. Yes.
I was in that film.
I'm also going to add on my sweater because I have an old idea.
Okay.
I'll get back to your film. My old idea was a string that you attach to your penis so that when you walk, it jerks you off.
No.
So do
Yeah,
both.
I thought about this.
You know from my earlier praise
Uh-huh.
that I'm very willing to hear a good idea.
Uh-huh.
I'm not what you would call a negative Nancy.
No, no.
But I will say I've tried every method to make that string thing work. And
Really?
it just doesn't work. Time after time.
You try medical tape?
I tried medical tape. I tried twine. I tried razor wire.
Oh, razor wire. That'll be.
Razor wire.
Yes.
Yeah.
My God.
How is razor wire even legal? That you can just put that around your house, and then it's like, well, if you now try to get slaughtered by blades.
Well, because I do know a little bit about razor wire. Because I did try and sue them. Because my penis was severed. From
Sure.
my body.
Sure.
And, now you may not. I'm not a person who brags. But I use my penis more than the average man.
As you should. You're Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I'm Tom Hardy.
Hard in your name.
Hard is in the name.
Yeah.
Hard, unfortunately, hasn't been in my penis in 45 years,
well,
but it
that's-
hasn't stopped me. I'll fuck you flaccid, and I'll fuck you soft. But I was trying to get the lead back in my pencil.
The
if
lead
you
back
will.
in the pen.
Tied a little razor wire around it. Tied the other end of the razor wire to a cow. Ripped it off.
The cow and penis.
Both. The
Oh,
cow's
boy.
head was cut off, and my penis was cut off.
That's an issue.
That's a bad evening.
That
A
is.
war. That
People are
was-
gonna.
And they knew that film as War of the Worlds.
Wow. I saw that. I totally interpreted that movie differently.
A lot of people did.
But that's what I'm saying. If I take a knife, right, and just start poking it, and you
Okay.
walk into it, I'm stabbing you. But if I just
Sure.
set up some razor wire in my house, you get cut. You know, problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the
Yeah.
front of my house has a crack and you trip, you can sue me.
Right.
But I can just set up razor wire.
You can do that?
Well, I don't know. I've seen it. It exists.
Really? I've only ever seen it in prisons and tire places.
The guy downstairs has it.
Oh, wow.
If
I don't
you
know
boys
why.
don't mind, I'm going to take off.
Okay. Do whatever you want.
Can I say I greatly thank you?
Thanks
Of
for coming.
course. Thanks for
There's a lot
coming.
of- when I go on
Bounds?
no, just E.
The show, the movie.
Yeah, I go on channel E.
Yeah.
or TV Guide. They don't let me really talk about my views.
Yeah, I got great. You've got
No,
great
that's what
views.
this show is for.
Yeah.
Getting celebrities on here and having them reveal exactly who they are.
And your hair looks great, by the way.
Nice cut.
Thanks. Anyway, Tom Hardy out.
Boing.
Yeah, that would have been great for a sound effect.
Who is in here?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Oh,
You know
I
him?
should have told you. I do know him. I would never trust a word he says.
Really? Why?
He tried to tell me this one thing, this idea about teaching music to deaf and... First of all,
love that
did he
idea.
try and tell you he was deaf and blind?
Yes.
He says that a lot. He's not deaf or blind.
He smells sounds. Like I've been telling people.
No, he can see and hear.
No.
Yes, I've had him tested. Because
Really?
he's always telling me this.
Yeah.
I've had him tested. And then he's trying to do he has this charity. I don't know if he talked to you about it. It's not even a charity. He's trying to get money to fart in children's faces.
Yeah, so they can smell the songs.
No, you can't trust him farther than you can see him. He's been in about 4 movies. He claims to have been in every movie.
Every movie.
Yeah, he'll tell you stories for
Every
days.
moment is a movie.
I kept telling stories, and then they would turn out that he would think they were movies.
I found something out, by the way. Should I tell you? So what we usually do when we have a character come in, when I don't leave, is I try to get very into asking them questions. But I go, no, just treat them. Just they're in the seat now. We just talk normal and let them get in there. I don't need to inquire on everything.
Well, I do, and I think you're absolutely right. But I do have one inquiry that I'd like to make. Do you think it's okay to just go to sleep?
Why are you asleep?
I see you falling asleep.
That's because he ate a big gyro before, and I told him.
He put his microphone on his chest, started rubbing his eyes, and fell asleep, and just thought it would be fine.
Come on, we can't do. We have to do another
What are you
podcast.
talking about? I didn't do that.
Well, we need to start. Your glasses are off your face.
I think I had that milk.
No, you had a giant gyro before we started the podcast.
And milk. Milk puts you to bed.
Why are you putting milk in your system so much now?
Because the Brita was not in the fridge.
No, milk's not good for you.
No,
I drink milk every night
No,
for the
it's
past
babies.
3 weeks.
It's for babies.
It's not good for you.
Well, why not? They give it to babies. Stop laughing at me, Stifler.
No, that's
What's the problem?
Okay, Anthony, you have to guess. We'll see how many sounds it takes
Okay.
for you to guess who this is.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong wire.
That's like a news broadcast.
No, you can't hear it because I was in the wrong plugs.
Oh. So while you were figuring this out, make it a long one so I can really, take my time with it.
All right, can you speak up for me, sweetie?
That is
Hello?
it sounds like a black woman.
Hello, how are you today? You're a Libra, aren't you, darling?
Is that from
Who putting in their 2 cents and you didn't ask for a penny, did you?
Who would make this soundboard? What is this even for? It's not a music.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
What's that movie?
Oh, listen to that voice. Aren't you sweet?
That movie, The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it from there?
No, you're thinking
No, I'm
about
gonna
how
tell you now.
Stella got a groove back.
I'm Miss Cleo.
No, because I never saw that movie, but I think it was.
Interesting that didn't give it
He
away.
chooses what he wants to pick up.
Yeah.
He's like a little boy who won't clean his room.
Play him that one again. I bet he still won't get it.
Again. Do it
I'm
again.
Cleo.
Oh, Miss Cleo.
I'm Miss
I
Cleo.
loved Miss Cleo.
I know you
College.
did.
Sounds like you loved her.
She was great. What a swindler.
Real swindler.
Yeah, she was. I tell you your future.
I'm looking here at the devil card here, and you've got one fierce temper. You understand me?
You understand me?
You understand me?
You understand me?
Welcome.
So I got that one right,
Nope.
Well, no.
but I did.
No.
No.
So anyway,
you-
why is milk bad for you all of a sudden?
Can you tell my future?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, go ahead. You two tell my future.
I got all this fucking.
You're going to die in a fire.
Wait. You're gonna go home for Christmas, I think, this year.
Two very different futures, but both probably true.
Yeah, but the fire will be one of your own passion. So, you will be doing something you love, and you will be doing it right and well. And then you will, a woman will put her hands around your throat,
Maybe we do a full tarot card reading.
and then you kill her, and then you get a bunch of money from the government.
That's great. Now, remember, listeners, if you've made it this far, look. Granted, was Tom Hardy the best guest we've ever had? No, but that doesn't matter.
But that was my fault.
Come out to Western Massachusetts.
That's right.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Catch Greg Stone and Anthony DeVito. They'll tweet those details out. And then for me, February 7th, Carolines, New York City. Ticket sales aren't great. Marco, I'm looking at you. I need you to bring about 15 of your coworkers, and you go on the Carolines website, February 7th, 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Promo code Brendan. I'm headlining. I'm going to do 45 to an hour. I'm going to bring the heat.
And then we're gonna do a
And then we'll do a Q&A meet and greet afterwards.
We'll do a Q&A, and then we'll have
Make sure I
a.
tune that
after party.
After
Greg and I
party.
are hosting the after party.
Here's the thing.
Yep. What day? The 7th, right?
And if you are a lady Rad Dudecast fan, we'll make love to you.
I'll make
But,
love to you.
Yeah.
Like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you. like you want me to,
Good.
and
Come on.
a hold.
Go to johnkerry.com. You can pull it off the internet, and you'll find a
long
tort
one.
reform plan.
Why? That's a sound bite.
Makes these
Yeah,
soundboards.
what?
This is just the.
This is the John Kerry soundboard.
Oh, who's this guy?
That's
It's just
great.
Gary from my neighborhood.
Senator Schumer, what do you vote? I'm into it. Guys, what happened?
Oh! This is the one you need to pull up. He's the only man I've ever respected. The only man. Never mind. I thought that was Bob Ross. See if you can find a Bob Ross. It's the ladies' man.
I can do Bob Ross. I don't need you. Don't need the soundboard. I'll do
sorry,
it.
I dropped your phone. Is it broken? I'll
go
buy you a
over.
new one. No, it's not
I
broken.
don't know. Maybe I can
See
do
if
it.
Google Bob Ross soundboard.
Oh,
don't
maybe we'll
think.
put a happy little mountain over there. Oh, that's a
He's
little
so
mountain.
great,
Guys, can we just talk about something? Because I feel like we got to get some kind of roll going.
I was trying to bring an open forum up about why milk is bad for me, but you guys steamrolled me with all these things.
I do have a real question. Can we talk about something I'd like to really ask Brendan?
I asked.
name's not
Boy,
Brandon.
why don't we tackle?
Your name is
Why
not
can't we
Brandon.
tackle the milk thing?
Oh, are you a member
Milk
of Crunch
is
Gym?
fattening.
You guys are alienating me.
Are you a member of Crunch Gym?
No, I just have the pass.
How much does it cost?
I think a lot of money, man.
I gotta join.
Mistakes here.
It's a very trendy gym.
He's so peaceful. You can watch him all day.
I know. I would fall asleep to him sometimes.
Let's get crazy.
He's the world's nicest man.
Yeah, but he does.
What the heck?
He got in a lot of trouble.
No,
For
he didn't.
what? No, he didn't.
Yes, he
This
did.
is-
He got in a lot of trouble in the 70s because he would put in his radical political views into his painting explanations.
Before you get into this,
Yeah.
what you're about to do
Yeah.
is a Joey Cola bit from the 80s. It was one of the best
Really?
Joey Cola. Yeah,
No
he would
way.
do paintings and he would go, here's a little yellow. It's very good. And then we're going to add a little napalm orange here and blow these Charlie back. And he would do
man.
he would put his political views
That's
into
gotta
his
kill.
and it would destroy.
Yeah.
I did it in second grade as like a show and tell. I
Oh,
memorized
right.
it and did it in for Mrs. Fortunato
Uh-huh.
or Miss Shepherd. I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah. So why is milk bad for you?
Because it's fattening. It's high fat.
It's not that it's really bad for you. It's probably good for some vitamins, but it's
My
also
bones.
like
Yeah.
it's really designed for babies. Like it's a fattening thing. It's the
To
baby.
fatten 'em up for
Yeah,
cooking.
really, nothing in
No.
nature drinks milk other than babies.
Oh, so as an adult, I shouldn't be doing this.
Well, I'd say we're going to hear from the Milk Council on this if we say straight up don't drink milk because they're like the modern
Big
day
milk
I
as
mean,
a
their
treat.
big brother is watching you. Milk will come down on you hard.
Yeah.
Because this dairy association is not to be trifled with. But milk is delicious. You get some milk and cookies. It's wonderful.
It's
but
so
it's not
good.
great for you.
They don't do the milk mustache campaign anymore.
I don't even drink milk. I drink half and half.
I mean, that's the
You
most.
drink half
That's like
and half.
eating sugar cubes.
What
Yeah.
are you, nuts?
I get myself a nice carton of half
You're
and half.
crazy.
Carton.
And
Oh,
2 boxes
come
of
on.
Oreo cookies,
Oh, my
double
God.
stuffed, and I take it down.
Wow. I mean, you don't get... Well, that's some kind of tummy ache you're getting after that. Half and half? And I like half and half. I put it in everything. But I never drink it straight up.
That's what I say. I say, do you have buttermilk? They say no. Do you
Clear
say,
your throat.
Try to...
No.
Because you will at least
Yeah,
go
I'm going to keep it going.
You
I
go
don't know
a
who
little-
you think you are telling me to clear my throat like I'm
Don't spit on Anthony's bed. Spit on Anthony's bed.
Well, if you spit in Anthony's room, you're doing him a favor. You might kill a spider.
That's what I was thinking with this food that I have.
Yeah.
Maybe I leave it out, and they come and eat, and then I get
Yeah.
them all.
Here we are. We're on a roll now.
Clearly why you have spiders in the first place. Ideas like that.
What do you mean?
That you're going to leave out rotting lettuce
Yes.
to
And-
kill the spiders.
Couple tomatoes.
How much better is this podcast now that I shut the computer and I'm not worried about sound effects?
Well, let me
I was
say,
having a lot of fun the whole time.
let me make an announcement to our listeners.
Yeah.
And-
Burp, burp.
Thank you. And this is why
Yeah.
you're listening to the best podcast in the world. Because we're willing to take risks, okay? I'm not the world's greatest character guy. I say
That was
I'm going
great
to try
work.
a Tom Hardy.
It was a great voice.
Greg, he's trying a soundboard thing because we've had magic with it in the past. And it doesn't always work.
doesn't
but that's
always.
why you come here week
Yeah.
after week, month after month, year
Day
after
after
year.
day.
And
'cause they're
I
the
fell
kings.
asleep. So I was doing my own thing.
Yeah. Well, where's the Patreon?
What?
Oh, that is true. We are going to set up a Patreon account. And
Are we?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
If
'cause
I
we
get
need
any help
money.
with it,
so
we
tweet at
will.
us. Tweet at us if we had a Patreon account. What kind of extra? So tweet at us at the Rad Dudecast.
Erotica? What do you want? I'll give erotica.
Well, yeah.
I'll send you naked
What do you
photos.
want as your sort of special?
I'll be your cuck.
Yeah. What do you
that
want
word
as your
cuck on
bonus sort
too.
of material? Now, also you can Snapchat us pictures of breasts or butts. I'm Mr. Radical on Snapchat.
I don't know my name.
I'm Little Willie, the big boy.
No, you're Party Time Go.
Oh,
no,
he's
Greg's
I'm
Party
not.
Time Go.
No,
You're-
part time goes dead. It's dead.
I don't really know what I am.
I'm gonna tell you mine because I'm trying to get back in the Snapchat.
I'm
I
an
don't know how it works.
Italian American.
But I'd love. We always love pictures of your breasts and your butts.
Nobody has ever
Yeah.
sent me breasts or butts. But
No.
I'd love to see one.
Me neither. But I
I
hold
have a
myself
girlfriend and I
in
love
the
her.
esteem of a classical man.
Mr. Radical, MisterRadical.
Does someone know my
Send
Snapchat name?
Your nudies.
This is my story.
And he's
I think it's
sticking
Greg
to
Stone.
it.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the song.
What's that about?
I want a serious question. Can I do one serious question?
Sure.
What was summoning you?
Because I need Brendan's advice on this.
Go ahead.
Well, maybe we'll try to have bits with it. We'll try to make it funny, but I don't know how.
Okay.
What do you guys think about firing people for their beliefs?
Oh, you're talking about the. Of course, you're talking about the SNL writer Katie Rich.
Kind of, but more or less even saying, if you're a Nazi,
Yeah.
does your job have the right to fire you?
Of course,
Why?
because it's a private. It's a job. If I owned a company,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any Nazis working there, and I have a right.
You're just a racist. We could just say racist. And they're not doing any harm. They just believe things that society doesn't believe is okay.
No, wrong. They are doing harm.
What? How?
Because what they believe
Uh-huh.
is violent and leads to discrimination, death. It
Isn't, though. It leads, because where I want to go to is where I don't want to be in a place where they can fire you because you're a communist. Because communism isn't, it's just a different governmental structure
yeah, but
that
you're,
we were firing people for being communists.
yes, we were, and that is wrong
Yeah.
because there is a difference between communism and being a Nazi. There also is a difference between communism and being a racist. Communism in itself is not a negative,
Yeah.
hurtful thing. Those other two things
Being a
are.
racist isn't necessarily hurtful.
Yes, it is.
My grandmother's a racist. She can't do shit.
Well, they can't necessarily do anything about it, but it is a hurtful belief system.
It's her belief. You have the right to have whatever you believe.
You do.
I think if you take the good, you got to take the bad. Now, I'm not a racist, clearly, but I think that if we're going to take the good, you got to take the
but
bad.
allow me to respond to that. You have every right to be a racist. No one is taking away your right to be a racist. What they are taking away is your right to be a racist and work at their company. They say, I
But-
don't want racists working for me, just as if you.
Well, then you can say that I don't want a religious person working here.
No, you can't.
Why not? I
Because
think
that's not
religion,
a hurtful belief.
Religion has killed more people than racism has, bar none. Bar none.
You could be right about that, but on the face of it, it's not a discriminatory belief. Now, if you're a religious person who believes strongly that people outside of your religion should be killed if they don't convert, well, then by all means, you should be fired.
I just think that whatever you want to think, you go ahead and think. And I'm not going to fire you.
Well, when you're have a
But
company, that's
if you
fine.
break the law, the moment your racism goes into law breaking, fired. You can fire you.
Okay, but you're right as a company
Yeah.
owner, which you aren't,
And I
But,
won't. I don't like any kind of business structure.
I've had to, as my company,
Yeah.
I did have to let a couple people go.
What now? What
He does have an
start us-
OSHA sign in his
Start
house.
us at the beginning here.
Yeah.
What is your company?
Anthony DeVito, LLC.
Uh-huh.
And why did you have to let these people go?
I had to let some people go for some of the outfits that they were wearing
Why?
because they were too scandalous.
That if you have a dress code, that's okay.
So, okay.
All right. But I guess, I understand, but I just think you can't be firing people for... I think in this country you have the right to believe whatever you want.
You do,
And
but
Anthony,
but you
it's a-
don't have an inalienable right to work at a company. In fact, I'm of the belief
Uh-huh.
that really a company should be able to fire you for whatever they want.
Then they can just fire you for
Exactly.
being black.
Right. I believe that should be allowed, and then that the system should sort itself out where a company like that gets known as a company like that, and no one buys anything they make,
But
and they
people
go out of
will.
business.
Racists will buy.
Well, then fucking war on that company. But I'm
Can't go to war.
I'm gonna go to war on that company.
This is a very tricky. Very tricky.
It's not. I don't think it's as tricky as you're making it.
I think it is.
I do understand where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from, and it's a fine line. But to me, the line is clear.
The line is clear because of based on your belief structure. But in this country, you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe.
Sure.
And I don't like harboring. Society currently says that racism is bad. I believe that racism is bad, of course. But at one point, society said that communism was bad, and we were firing people for that. At one point, people believed that Christians were right, and so if you weren't Christian, you couldn't work as this. So
Right.
I know that that's a fucking crazy thing to say racism is okay. I'm not saying racism is okay. I'm just saying that if you're going to take an inch, you got to take the whole thing.
No, because don't you see? We're humans. We're able to think. We're able to analyze and say clearly racism is bad. It is. It's
Of course,
discriminatory.
racism is bad.
So,
It's the only reason I'm using this example. But I'm saying that that people have the right to believe whatever they want to believe.
absolutely, they have that right to believe that. Your right to believe
And they have a
something,
right to make a living.
and your right to work somewhere while you believe that are two very different things. And not only that, no one gets fired for their beliefs. You can't get fired for your beliefs because your beliefs are private. You only get fired when you somehow those beliefs come out, and that's on you.
But that's exactly what you're saying. So I can be a Catholic, but then as soon as you find out I'm a Catholic, then you can fire me.
There's no reason to fire Catholics.
Why? I mean, they bless children.
They don't. No, they don't. The priests do, and they covered it up, and it wasn't great. But
It's huge.
That's
yeah.
very different. No one is a Catholic because of the molestation issue.
Yes, but Catholics do believe that homosexuality is wrong.
Not all of them. The Pope has really
The
floundered
doctrine,
on that.
the Pope did kind of flounder on it, but the doctrine states
Sure,
that it's wrong.
And I say
Just as
so
wrong.
Just by being a Catholic, I don't think you're necessarily espousing that view. If there is a Catholic that says that it starts tweeting all homosexuals should go to hell, then by all means he should be fired.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess you're right. Just a
Well, no,
philosophical
I mean
answer.
That's an ongoing debate, and I get where you're coming from. You're not saying it should be okay to be racist. I understand what you're saying. You're saying it's a thin line. Like where do we
Yeah,
stop?
because what might be right now might be wrong later.
But that's why I think you have to do what you believe, and your brain is able to parse apart and analyze as wrong in the moment. There was no reason communism was seen as wrong. You know, they were just we
were at war with Russia.
Now, I personally think communism is wrong. I think wrong. I don't think it's ethically or morally wrong. I think it doesn't work on a large scale.
It hasn't worked.
Unfortunately, it hasn't worked. And theoretically, communism is like a pretty fair way of living. I just don't think it's suited to humans on a large scale. I think our egos get in the way, and it doesn't end up being fair.
But look how they're doing with like Bernie Sanders. He was bringing a little bit of socialism in, and because of that, they were banning him as a
Well, and that, to me, that's a huge mistake. Now, I'm not necessarily the world's biggest Bernie guy, but you look at countries where people are happy.
Asleep.
He's asleep.
You guys got this, you know?
You look at those Scandinavian countries, and people are paying,
good points.
The Scandinavian countries, people are paying tax rates above 50%.
Yeah.
But they're happy because everything's taken care of. And that's social. They're socialist countries. I tend to believe that's a better system. You have people taken care of. You have health care. It's a caring way of living.
Yeah.
Now, there's parts of capitalism I like. So I don't know what my system would be. I'd like to be the king.
I want the power to take and giving it to you, the people.
You do a thing, I think, where you do days on, days off.
Yeah, that was a half throw. You just saw a ball and you threw it in. And
No, man.
Our eyes are closed.
Do a days off, days on thing. You ever hear that idea?
Yeah.
French governor Philippe Lauzon
Coming in with a fact. Maybe. Seems legit. I don't know who that is.
He had a days on, days off idea. Where you do
Idea?
It's an idea.
Okay.
Couple days communism. couple days capitalism, couple days democracy,
That seems fun.
couple days lottery system.
I love that you are also sticking to the fact that it's not the giant gyro that made you fall asleep. I say, well, that's the problem. The sleeping is a problem. You're like, no, it's the milk. As if the sleeping isn't the problem.
I'll tell you, it's a perfect storm, Greg. It is the milk, the gyro, my very underrated yet comfortable bed, and my clothing.
I gotta say, ratings are extraordinarily low on your bed.
Huh?
Every rating I've seen of your bed is just I read
People, yep.
I read on Yelp. One guy said, "Full of spiders, 1 star."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. This is pretty. It's fun. It's like the all the joy of sleeping outdoors, but with a foam mattress thing.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, that'll do it for today.
And I forget what other things. The days on, days off thing. There are a couple other political systems too.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter.
Machine gun
Instagram.
law
Greg F. Stone.
was one.
Brendan Airbud, EYREBUD.
Compliment day. Hey, you look nice.
Remember, catch
Thanks.
those live shows.
Tomorrow.
What are you screaming about?
What?
Oh,
Well.